Hello Warhammer fans, wanted to make a video for you documenting step by step exactly how I get the paint off my guys. So here's a tub of guys right here that have been in here probably, I would say 3 weeks. I just kind of put them in here and forgot about them. So what I'm going to do today is in real time, not cutting it up at all, just going to show you exactly what I'm going to do, including primer. So let me give you a close-up of the guys. Let's get macro view. So here are the guys in their tub. They've just been soaking in there quite a while. So I got my tool. Here's my toothbrush. I'm going to go ahead and use that as my primary tool to get the paint off. So let's go out on my balcony where I have my stuff there already kind of set up and waiting and ready for me. So making my way from the office to my balcony. Okay, so here's my equipment. I got my tub and just kind of like this board really so nothing falls. So let's set the camera up here. Hopefully we won't have any accidents with falling stuff. Hopefully it's not too bright. So here's my tub. I'm just going to have right here to the right of me. And I'm pretty sure I can touch these guys with my hands. So I'm just going to get them out. So there's my guy. Let's see if I can macro it in. There's my Space Marine. I'm going to go ahead and just start brushing them with my brush. So I probably have about, I don't know, 6 in here. So I have a little bit of water in here as well, just to kind of rinse them off a little bit. So just brushing the guys, getting the paint off, it's coming off pretty darn easily. Yeah, the paint just, especially after 3 weeks of soaking, it just comes right off. So there's one guy. I'm not too worried about getting every last paint molecule off the figures, just because they're nothing quite special. There's not like any generals or anything like that. They're just plain old Space Marine guys. So I think another thing about simple green is it sometimes weakens the paint on the different joints, like their arms and their backpacks, etc. So guys, if their parts fall off, just don't worry about it. Just re-glue them. So there's one guy. I mean, you could sit here and you could scrub them for a solid 10 minutes if you really want to get every single nook and cranny, and then get like a little metal tool to get into the cracks and stuff like that, but I'm not really going to worry about that. So there's the guy, what he's going to look like. I don't know if the sun is shining on him in the right area, but there he is. He's okay. I think he's okay. So that's one guy. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys left, and one of them is actually a last cannon that I did a long time ago. So here's the last cannon arm that just came off because of the whole, what I just explained about the glue coming loose and whatnot. So the paint's coming off pretty darn easy, and like I mentioned, you don't really have to worry about getting simple green on your hands, because it's not super aggressive on you. Yeah, so I think for the most part I got the cannon nice and clean. Ah, that's perfect. Yeah, there's the cannon. It's not blue anymore. I think initially when I spray painted this cannon, it actually wasn't primer. It was just green, or not green, blue spray paint. Because at that point I was thinking, what's the point of painting it blue when I could just spray paint the whole model blue? that point made a lot of sense. But obviously you don't want to do that, just because when you're painting the model, it's gonna just look really bright blue instead of, you know, shadows and details and all that stuff. So there we go, there's the gun for that guy. Now let's go ahead and clean the actual guy. Whoa! Just came off his base. See, good thing I had this little bucket here, or else that guy would have just met his doom from the 3rd story. Probably would have had a hard time getting him. So this guy looks pretty good. I think I got most of his paint. So as you can see, I'm getting pretty aggressive with these guys, and just like with the brush, just kind of going in there. And I have some water, by the way, a little bit of water in this bucket. So as I'm kind of scrubbing the paint off, I have a place to kind of dip them into to get a sense of where I'm at. You know, how much more do I have to scrub? I think I got this guy pretty good. You know, if you were to take a close look at these guys, you would see that, you know, I'm leaving kind of paint on them, some, you know, some blue spots on them, like way deep in the crevices and stuff like that, just because you know, I'm not too worried about it with these guys, because they're, you know, not really you know, units that are getting a lot of attention. If it was a general or some guy that I was really interested in making perfect and preserving, or a special guy, I think I would probably give it much more care than I'm giving these guys. So we were probably about 7 minutes in, and so far I've done probably about half of them. I guess I can speed it up a little bit. So just kind of getting into that, or trying to get into the crevices of this guy. Whoa, he just popped off his base. So these guys are painted black. I could see just the paint peeling off of them. I think that guy's okay. I mean, realistically, all I'm trying to do is get the paint, like, thickness off, not necessarily every dash of paint on the unit. I'm just kind of wanting to make sure all the places where the paint is kind of thick is not thick anymore. So I think that guy's okay. One more or actually 2 more Marines here. See if I can get them done in the span of 2 minutes that I have before it becomes 10+ minute video. So just kind of trying to get in there. So how many guys have I done? I've done about, I think, 3 guys. So I'm about halfway there. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to get these done in 10 minutes, which was my goal. I don't know, maybe. Definitely not going to be able to primer them within the span of that time. I'll probably let them dry and just make another video of me primering them. Just the techniques that I use. It's nothing extremely special. Whoa, his flamethrower just popped off. Okay, so I have about 2 more guys left in here. I mean, I guess I can kind of give you a sense for how long it takes. It probably takes about 2 minutes. You know, 2 minutes of pretty good scrubbing for each guy. I'd say that that's a fair estimate. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and stop the video, and just so I could fit it on YouTube with their like about 10-11 minute cap. And then my next video will be part 2, and it will be after these guys are dry, and I'll show you guys primering.